In just months, Emirates, one of the world's most trusted airlines, will ban all in-flight use of power banks, enforcing a rule that lets you carry only one device under 100 watt-hours, strictly for storage, not charging. This change, effective October 1st, 2025, isn't some routine update. It's a high-stakes response to a global surge in lithium battery fires that has already forced emergency landings and sent passengers to hospital. If you think this is just about packing light, think again. The consequences could upend how millions travel, and there's a hidden danger most flyers never see. So what's really driving Emirates to act now? Starting October 1st, 2025, Emirates will allow just one power bank per passenger, and only if it is rated under 100 watt-hours. That is not an estimate. 100 watt-hours is the hard ceiling. Anything above, even by a fraction, stays on the ground. The airline is not using a vague or flexible standard either. The math is explicit. Watt-hours equals milliamp hours times voltage divided by 1,000. Most power banks use a nominal voltage of 3.7 volts. So a 27,000 milliamp hour device at 3.7 volts comes out to 99.9 watt-hours, barely legal. If your power bank's label shows only milliamp hours, multiply that number by 3.7, then divide by 1,000 to get the watt-hour figure. Emirates requires this rating to be printed clearly on the unit. No label means no boarding. Once on board, storage is no longer a matter of preference. The device must go in your seat pocket or under the seat in front of you. Overhead bins are off limits, and checked bags have never been allowed. Charging is also completely off the table. No using the power bank to top up your phone, and no plugging the power bank into the aircraft's power supply. It is a carry-only rule. You can bring one, but it must stay powered off and out of sight, accessible only in case of emergency. So before packing, check your power bank's label for both milliamp hours and voltage. Do the math if you need to. If the numbers do not add up to less than 100 watt-hours, leave it behind. Emirates will be checking. And the rule applies to every flight, every class, and every route. Travel routines just got a lot more complicated. For anyone used to topping up a phone or tablet mid-flight, the new rule means a complete rethink. There's no more slipping a power bank into a backpack for easy charging during the movie marathon. Instead, passengers are now double-checking every label before heading to the airport. Milliamp hours, voltage, and that crucial watt-hour figure. If the numbers are missing or the math doesn't work out, the device stays home. At security, expect more questions and longer lines as staff verify each battery's rating and quiz travelers about their carry-on electronics. Some frequent flyers have started carrying pocket calculators or snapping photos of battery specs just to avoid last-minute surprises. Inside the cabin, the inconvenience is immediate. That power bank must stay powered off and tucked away, even on ultra-long flights where device batteries rarely last the entire journey. No charging allowed, period. For business travelers, that means planning around the aircraft's outlets, which might be broken or already claimed. Families with kids face a new kind of travel stress, rationing screen time or hoping in-seat power works as promised. The message is clear. If your device can't last the flight, you'll have to adapt. Checking the label is now as important as checking your passport. Lithium-ion batteries power nearly every portable charger, but inside each one, the chemistry is quietly volatile. When a cell fails because of a hidden defect, a sharp knock, or just a cheap internal circuit, heat builds up faster than it can escape. That's thermal runaway. The temperature inside a single cell can spike past 500 degrees Celsius in seconds. As the heat spreads, neighboring cells ignite in a chain reaction, each one feeding the next. The result isn't just a small flame. It's a surge of toxic gases, hydrogen fluoride, carbon monoxide, and dense smoke, filling the cabin in moments. Unlike a phone or laptop, a power bank has no screen to show a warning, no sound to alert anyone. If it starts to fail, there's no obvious sign until it's already too late. In the tight space between seats, surrounded by synthetic fabrics and limited airflow, even a small battery fire can overwhelm the cabin's ventilation and make evacuation chaotic. That's why the rules are so strict. One battery, always off, always within reach, never charging. On January 28, 2025, Air Busan Flight BX391 sat at Gimhae International Airport, waiting out a routine delay. Without warning, smoke began pouring from an overhead bin near row 30. The source, a portable power bank, had short-circuited, igniting a fire that quickly filled the cabin with toxic smoke. The crew evacuated all 176 people on board using emergency slides. 7 injuries were reported. 4 crew members suffered chest discomfort from smoke inhalation, and 3 elderly passengers were treated for physical pain after the rapid exit. Investigators found melted electrical components inside the battery debris, confirming a lithium-ion short circuit as the cause. The aircraft, an 18-year-old Airbus A321, was declared a total loss. Within weeks, South Korea banned power banks from overhead compartments and limited in-flight charging. Emirates and other major carriers followed, each tightening their own rules. Power bank incidents have surged worldwide, with the FAA logging nearly 2 battery fires per week in 2024. For travelers, the lesson is simple. Keep your power bank small, labeled, and always within reach, not just for compliance, but for your own safety. Starting October 1st, 2025, Emirates passengers are limited to 1 power bank under 100 watt-hours, which must remain unused and stored under the seat or in the seat pocket on every flight. This sweeping rule follows a surge in in-flight fire incidents, most notably the Air Busan case in January 2025, where a power bank caused a cabin fire and 7 injuries. Emirates' policy echoes moves by Singapore Airlines, Thai Airways, and several U.S. carriers, all responding to rising battery-related emergencies documented by the Federal Aviation Administration and international safety boards. However, Emirates has not released all internal safety data, and questions remain about future enforcement methods and the impact on device-dependent travelers. What is clear? The risk of lithium battery fires has forced a global rethink on portable electronics in aviation. For now, travelers must check their power banks and adapt to a new era of onboard restrictions, with safety as the industry's top priority.